it's really not about the money. Now, I know that sounds funny, but it really is not. I've got a lot of people that have either quit or have kept going, and it's almost always not about the money. I had an opportunity today to get my ticket for No Excuses. Now, most of you may not even know what No Excuses is. No Excuses is one of the most important online and offline live events that is available to people that are in the network marketing and internet marketing industry. And why is that important? Well, I don't know about you, but all through my internet marketing career and network marketing career, I have been told how important it is to go to live events. So there is a big one coming up. It's called No Excuses. This is its third year. This is one of the places where you can actually meet in person some of the people that you admire, that you've been following, and it is definitely a place to go. So back to my story, when I first started out in network marketing, I had a lot of trouble with money. And I really believed that money was the issue of why I couldn't do something. And I attempted a lot of the time to explain that to others, and they wouldn't buy it. I don't know why exactly. Do you know why? Because that was actually holding me back. And maybe that's doing that for you. Think about it for a little bit. Is it holding you back that you dwell so much on what you think you don't have, and so you still struggle to have what you need? Not even having the extra, but just having what you need? I know I did. Getting back to the story, when I very first started in network marketing, and this was years ago now, I was brand new, didn't have any cash flow, didn't have any residuals, just barely had signed the contract, just barely had paid for the beginner kit. And here we go, right after that, within a couple of weeks actually, I was told I needed to get to their big event that was coming up. And with that big event was going to be some things that would open up my eyes and make me see a bigger picture. At that point, my picture was pretty small, pretty small. Now think about this in your own lives. Are you just living in that little small area? Like for instance, when I moved up here to this office, I noticed that I keep on letting the piles creep and creep until the space I'm actually working in is smaller and smaller. And I think that happens kind of psychologically in our minds about what we believe we deserve to have. We deserve to have whatever we think we deserve to have, not what someone else says we deserve to have. And when we go to a live event, like the No Excuses coming up, we have a chance to see a bigger picture. We have a chance to see what we could accomplish. It's not just the tactics. Sure, you can get the how-tos all over the place. That's not necessarily the whole picture. It's not that you go to these big events for. It's being able to broaden your own horizons, your own ability to see more than what you were able to see before. And when your concept changes, that you can see a bigger picture, that you can see yourself in a different place, your life starts to change. When you start to believe, not doubting in any of the tiniest amount about whether you can have whatever income you need and more, not just barely getting by and struggling, but enough to be really comfortable, then your horizon has changed and you've broadened it, and you're not keeping yourself in that tight little space. And you're not having the I'm hoping and I'm wishing and I'm trying and all of that going on in your voice, because you start to believe it in your mind. I had one more story I'd like to share with you, just kind of a fun one. I have been having those kind of experiences when the tickets came up for No Excuses. There was a temporary cash flow problem. And I thought I was going to have to wait till pretty much the last minute and pay the full price. I was not doubting I was going to go. I didn't even actually know how exactly. And so then I started to actually look in my checking account and found that I had a paid off bill that they were still deducting automatically for, which was nearly enough for that ticket right there to get the refund. So, when you have that belief and when you have the desire to do something and you know that you have all the right thoughts around it, things start to happen and it starts to come for you. That's the big picture. And going to a big event like No Excuses is an important part of that, or your own personal MLM events that come up. Some of them are only yearly. Sometimes some of them do more than that, and it's not always in your own city. It means that you have to pay for travel and stay somewhere. That's okay, because you need to be around those others that have achieved what you want to achieve. You need to be around the big leaders of the industry. And you also need to look outside of just that small little area of your own company and your own little group. You have to be bigger than that. And when you are, things start to happen. This is Linda Cromart with lindacromart.com. And some of that has happened because I have been part of My Lead System Pro. And we'll talk about that as well. Bye for now. True on the back. Okay, so we've talked about me. Now let's talk about you. What you need is a good mentor that you can work with, and that is me. I will help you. I won't just ignore you. And the only thing you have to do is click on that link, get started, and I'll see you.